So let's go back to the beginning here. Let's watch this and let's see what we have to say.
While a leading advisor to the World Health Organization described the unprecedented outbreak of monkeypox in developed countries as, quote, a random event that appears to have been caused by sexual activity at two recent raves in Europe. Earlier today, the WHO answered questions from the public about the emerging monkeypox outbreak seen in North America and Europe, emphasizing the disease is spread through close physical contact and can be identified by a rash.
Okay, so that's good to know. Watch out for rashes when you're having sex with people, guys. Don't do that. I mean, do it. Have all the sex. But, like, make sure you're not getting monkeypox because that sounds like it would suck.
We're looking for people who have rash, so we can help them first and foremost to understand what their risk is. And we should say that most of the people who have been identified so far have had more mild disease, or let's say not severe disease. But anyone they come in contact with needs to be informed so that we can prevent onward spread. And the thing I just want to say here is that this is a containable situation, particularly in the countries like where we are seeing these outbreaks that are happening across Europe, in North.
Okay, so that's good. And I know that there is actually a vaccine that works for this already. One of the smallpox vaccines that is given out in the U.S., and I would assume Canada as well, it does provide protection for monkeypox. I'm not too concerned about this one, but you should always be on the lookout for weird rashes and things anyways, I guess.
North America as well. But we can't take our eye off the ball of what's happening in Africa as well, in endemic countries.
The WHO says they'll be making recommendations soon about who should get vaccinated to help with monkeypox. Priority would go to those who are in greater need. Health officials in Toronto are investigating the city's first suspected case of monkeypox.
Okay, so there are cases in Canada now.
Epidemiologist and cardiologist Dr. Christopher Labos. He shared what his biggest questions and concerns are about the disease.
Yeah, I don't know much about this.
The question now is, how is it spreading? Because we don't usually see a lot of monkeypox outside of Africa, and we don't see a lot of human-to-human transmission. Most of it is animal to human. So the question is...
That's a little sketch, bro. If you got monkeypox from an animal, maybe you should stop doing bestiality. I don't know. I mean, it feels like that's how they're saying you normally get monkeypox. So if you get monkeypox from sex, and most of it is animal to human transmission, don't do it.
How is it spreading, and has something changed? Because you would ask yourself, like, okay, well, we always see some monkeypox, but why are we seeing
oh no,
more
that's
of it now?
that's bad.
So
Oh god.
Changed?
Oh god.
Is it transmitting more easily than it was?
Okay, yeah, no, homie, if if your hands look like that, yeah, no, we're good, bud.
Was before, because if it is, then we're gonna have to
Glad
take
I'm not
certain steps to try to combat it.
Glad I haven't
This
eaten
is
anything yet.
Random. If we're just seeing more of it because COVID
Yeah, we'll full
restrictions
screen.
lifted and we're seeing more international travel, then that is explainable, and then that means it's also going to be containable, and we probably won't have to do much beyond what we normally do, which is contact trace and get people to isolate and contain the outbreaks before they get too large. It's concerning in a sense in that we have to understand what's going on. We have to monitor the cases, we have to confirm how many of them there actually are, and we have to contact trace and isolate all their contacts. So there's definitely work to be done. But we're not at a point where the public needs to panic for a couple of reasons. One, the number of cases is still very small.
All right. So I agree that we probably don't have to worry about this one, because there's no airborne transmission of monkeypox from what I read before. So like, this isn't going to be another COVID situation, but they still have to make sure that this doesn't spread out of control, because if it does spread out of control through normal physical contact or sexual contact or any other form of contact that this gets transmitted by, they're going to need to know who had it, where it came from, and how they got it, and from who they got it. That all makes sense. I just don't want this to be this shouldn't be a huge issue. But I do want to. I will look up a little bit more info on this.
So unless you've traveled to Central or Western Africa or come into close, physical, prolonged contact with somebody who has monkeypox, you're probably not going to get sick. Like, this is not something you're going to catch from somebody at the grocery store in the same way that you could with COVID. So for most people, this is not a concern yet, but it is something that public health and the WHO needs to look into to understand why this is happening right now.
Okay, so yeah, let's just go ahead and see if we can find anything else about this real fast, because I don't think it's really that big of an issue, but I'd rather cover a little bit of it and make sure that we have like our bases set and we know exactly what's going on. I don't think that this is a major concern, but you know, we have cases in Canada now, so let's see if we can figure out if this is actually going to be an issue. So 1 second. Let's see here. Monkeypox Canada? Let's see. What do we have? From the CBC 2 hours ago. The confirmed cases include a minor with another 20 to 30 people under investigation. Quebec to start vaccinating against monkeypox as cases climb to 25. Quebec will start vaccinating some people with a smallpox vaccine in order to combat the spread of monkeypox in the Montreal area. Quebec's public health director, Dr. Luc Boyot, said Thursday that 25 cases of monkeypox have now been confirmed in the province. 14 of them are in the city of Montreal, and all the cases are tied to the greater Montreal area. About 20 to 30 more cases are also under investigation, he said. He underlined that the spread of monkeypox was a serious situation, but said it is not sweeping through the population like COVID-19. We aren't expecting a rapid, huge number of cases. That's why I think it can be eradicated. To that end, Boyot said that the smallpox vaccine, which hasn't been routinely offered in Canada for decades, will be offered to those at high risk of contracting the disease, such as those who have been in contact with confirmed cases. Boyot said the province has access to hundreds of doses at the ready. Vaccination will only occur after a recommendation from public health, and it will not be open to the general public. That makes sense. The goal will be to vaccinate targeted individuals within that 4 days, but vaccination can be offered up to 14 days, she said. All right, yeah, no, that seems reasonable. This isn't an airborne disease. This isn't an airborne virus, so we're not too concerned. But it is one of those things that, if it does get out of control, then they're going to have to start using up smallpox vaccines. And as we've seen, I mean, I think people are probably more likely to get the smallpox vaccine than they are to get the COVID one, especially when you see the physical effects of this disease. Some of these images from this video here are quite gross.
Monkeypox.
Like, you know, get the vaccine if you get sick, because you don't want to get this shit on your hands or on your body. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you want to catch my next live stream that this video came from. Until tomorrow, everybody, have a fantastic day, y'all.